Hey, welcome to Triple Dot Guitar, where we are interested in helping you become a vital and helpful part of your band, especially if you're an electric guitarist. Today we're going to be going over Brandon Lake's song Gratitude and how to play that on the electric guitar, so let's dive in. Okay, so today I'm playing on my Line 6 Helix floor, and I have a patch from Alex Strabala. It's the Top Boost version 2. It's an AC30. It's excellent. If you don't have it and you have any Line 6 HX software stuff, I would highly recommend going and getting his stuff, especially his Plexi. It's so good. Really love it. The basic tone we're playing with here is going to be for swells. So I've got my Les Paul, I have the humbucker. There's a foot switch that's for either single coils or humbuckers. I've got humbuckers, so I've got that going. Without the reverb, here's my bass tone. That's about as clean as I really like to go. And then I'm just putting a whole bunch of reverb on there. Now with this song, there aren't specific guitar parts. So there's a lot of different things you can do when there aren't specific guitar lines that you're going to be playing. In fact, I'm going to link to a video here that I did a while ago called, I think it's nine different things that you can do, how not to play lead guitar. Because even though you're not going to be playing some sort of lick or riff, there's still things that you can always do to add to your band, add to the song, add to the dynamics, and add to people's worship experience. So I share a few of those. The main one we're going to be doing in this song is just some swells. And if you're unfamiliar with that, you need a volume pedal. You don't have to have a volume pedal. It is possible to do with your volume knobs, but it's a lot easier with the volume pedal. So if you're able to afford the $100, get yourself one. And a swell is basically when you turn your volume back, you pick whatever, if it's a single note or if it's a chord, and then you slowly roll your volume forward, and that creates the note, the long note. And then when you go to pluck again, then you're going to pull your volume back. So it's a little like this. Every amp and every pedal has a little different sound to it. I really like mine to almost sound a little bit like a cathedral type pipe organ. Sounds really good. So that's mostly what we're going to be doing. And I'm mostly going to be sticking, though, with a couple of different note positions. So we're in the key of B, and I'm going to be barring my second and third string quite a bit here on the 4th fret. So that would be for, and if we're talking in like Nashville numbering, if you understand that, we've got our 1 chord, our 4 chord, our 5 chord, and our minor 6, which is going to be B is our 1. G sharp minor is going to be our minor 6, and then F sharp is going to be 5, and then E is our 4. So for our B, I'm just going to stick with these 2 notes. And then for anytime we're doing an F sharp, I bring that up to be 6 and 7. For our 5, bring that to 4 and 5, and then also for the minor 6, do the same as I would do for one of the other ones. So I'm going to be 4 and 7. So B, E, F sharp, and G sharp. And then I'm just applying some rich reverb to it. Sometimes I'll add that pinky up there on the 7th fret, 1st string. But that's basically where I'll be hanging out. The only time I'm going to change anything is when we go up to the instrumental section that is kind of the bridge where there's free singing and everything's just growing. And it's interesting because there isn't any drums. It's really a lot of strings and synth that's going on there. So there's some things that we can do as guitarists that can add to that. We want to be very careful when we add overdrive to reverb, because What happens when you're playing with lots of reverb is you have this long decay on your note. Still going, right? And so what happens then is if you play that note and then you play another one that isn't as harmonious as the other one, all of a sudden you have both of those notes having a tail that's going together and it doesn't sound good. It's not as bad as if you're just hearing, but when you think about it in the context of the rest of what your band is doing, it's not helpful when you have too many notes. So what we want to do is, if we're going to be playing lots of reverb and adding some overdrive to it, I tend to stick to single notes then. Not a lot of chording. So you'll see me do that. Just kind of make that part up every time. If you don't want to make a bunch of things up, or if you're fairly new, that's okay. Then just what I would do to add to those higher dynamics of the song is go to your bridge pickup and keep playing what you're doing. Maybe a little overdrive. Swells. Lots of reverb. Be very careful when you add overdrive. Here's your playthrough.
But every song must end, and you never do. So I throw up my hands and praise you again and again. 'Cause all that I have is a hallelujah. Hallelujah. I've got just one move, with my arms stretched wide, I will worship you. So I throw up my hands and praise you again and again, 'cause all that I have is a oh, don't you get shy on me, lift up your song, 'cause you've got a lion inside of those lungs. Get up and praise the Lord. Oh, come on, my soul, oh, don't you get shy on me, lift up your song, 'cause you've got a lion inside of those lungs. Get up and praise the Lord. again and again. 'Cause all that I have is a hallelujah, hallelujah. And I know it's not much, but I've nothing else fit for a king.